Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Lions are right back in this football game. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And got his man complete. Down the left sideline. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamal Williams, 85 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. This is 1st and 10. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Mahomes. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Mahomes to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it here with Falk. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try to pound it in with Allstott. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Mahomes. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Haskins' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Pass complete, it's Adams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That's it. 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. He's got this complete to Williams. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Here's 1st down. Mahomes will throw. Completes this to Jefferson. 4 quarters not enough for all even and the overtime. So the Lions now, they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. First throw in overtime now for Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On third down, Jackson. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Jackson to throw. This one swung out to Williams. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Oh, he shifts past him. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
It's intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but